Hello and welcome back. In this video, I will be discussing the 91-day action plan. Now, just to be clear, the 91-day action plan is not a formal business plan. It's a 91-day action plan so that you can reach your 12-month goals a lot faster than you think. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you for the next couple of videos, is take you through my 91-day action plan and the template and how to use it. And you can also download the 91-day PDF in this video under resources. Right, so just as a recap, what is a SMART goal? Let's break down the SMART goal template. So the S stands for specific. A goal should be linked to one activity, thought, or idea. M is for measurable. You should measure your progress, so find a way to measure your progress always. The A is for actionable. There should always be a clear task or an action that you need to do. The R is realistic, and the T is for a time frame. So there should also always be a specific time frame when you want to reach this goal. All right, so here's the 91-day action plan template. So by following this 91-day action plan as a template, you actually create a SMART goal automatically. All right, so I'm going to take you through this step by step so that you know how to use this, and you can go and print out this 91-day action plan in an A4 or an A2 or an A1 as I've got it here next to me. I like to write on it and make a lot of notes on it, so you can do the same if you want to. So here's how it works as an overview. The first big block here, this is your SMART goal. This is where you need to be really specific on what you want to achieve by the end of the 91 days. So what is the main goal, the main focus for the next 91 days? So the main focus for me usually is I want to grow my business by a certain amount. And I will take you through, just as a basic template how to do that. But that's usually a very good way of looking at it, is to create how much more income do I want to create after 91 days, or do I want to grow my business by a certain amount of money? And then based on that, what is where's the money going to come from, to be really, really specific with that. Then I've got here a little bit of orange here that says, does this action take me towards my goal or away from my goal? Now, every single week when I actually look at my goal, and every single day that I looked at my goal, my 91-day action plan, I see that orange. And it's just a reminder to me personally, what actions did I take today that was taking me towards my goal? And for me, that's really important. So maybe it will help you. I know that it really helps me quite a lot. Is just to focus and read that orange part of the 91 day to see if it works for you as well. All right, the main goal. So I'm going to take you through a couple of things that I think it's important to know about before you set your main goal, because it will really help you to set yourself up for success for the long run. All right, so the first one is your 12-month SMART goal. So this is where you need to become really specific about your SMART goal, what it is, and what is going to be your measurable results that you want to measure over a 91-day term. And I will go into a bit more detail on that when I show you the example. The second note here is think carefully about your goal. So think really carefully about how much do you want to earn for the year. Really go and think really, really hard about that and make it really challenging. Your 91-day goal, when you mark it out, everything shouldn't be green. Yes, you've made it. Because if everything is green, it means that then your goal was way too weak. It was way too small. Your goal should be challenging. There should be parts of your 91-day action plan that it's got a red cross through it that says, shit, I didn't actually reach that week my goal, because it was a bit tough to do, because it needs to be challenging for you. All right, so if you have a couple of red crosses, if I look at mine now, there's a lot of red crosses there. So there's also a lot of green crosses there. So it should be challenging. And I want you to think really carefully on what you want to reach, and then potentially double that amount. If you want to, make R1 million for the year, Maybe make it 2 million rand and see what you need to do on a 91-day basis to actually reach that goal. Maybe it's a way for you to challenge yourself. Don't be scared about it. If you don't reach it, you can always go for it again. Alright, so the third point here is it will happen. So here's what I found. Whenever you write down those goals, especially the main goal, you write it down and you commit to that goal. For some of my clients, when they actually did that, I made this comment to them and said to them, you know what, whatever you're going to write down is going to happen. And that's where the focus should be, is it will happen. So whatever you write down, keep in your mind that it will happen. And that's a way for you to refocus on the things that you should be doing and the tasks that you should be doing and the tasks that you should be giving away. Okay, so that's why that is so important to identify, to see what you should be doing and what you should not be doing. Right, so I hope this was a helpful tip. The fourth thing is your SMART goal for the next 91 days. If you want to reach R1 million in the next 12 months, the whole point is to break it down into 91-day chunks. Because what I found is, if I look at planet Earth as an example, there's 4 seasons. Every season is around 91 odd days. So basically what I'm saying is I think the planet is kind of telling us something. So if you want to reach a massive goal, break it down into 91-day chunks, because therefore you will actually reach your goals a lot better, or you will reach your goals a lot faster, and it will become a reality a lot faster. So if you're only focusing on an annual basis and then you don't reach it, then you don't have any way to adapt or change. So the importance of this 91-day goal is so that you can go for something in 91 days, see what's working, see what's not working, and then adapt your goal, adapt your plan. Change a couple of things around, see what you've done good and what you haven't done good. I mean, if you have a whole bunch of greens in one of the rows, it means that one is going well. But then you can see, oh, but one of the items on my plan here is a lot of red in it. So then it means that I need to do a bit more focus, or it means that you need to become more focused on, an area of your plan so that you reach your goal. So that's the whole point of this thing, is to break it down in 91-day goals and then review it every 91 days to see what's working, what's not, so that you can adapt faster. Right, the fourth point, I've already touched on it. Always adapt and review your plan. So I hope you can now see why it's so important to adapt and review your plan every 91 days. Because the faster you can adapt and review, the faster you will reach your goals over the long run. And the long run is probably your 3, your 5, your 10-year goal. So please adapt and review your plan every 91 days and have fun with this thing, because it really, really changes the way you do business. The next point is to become more focused every 91 days. So the whole 91-day plan helps you to become more focused every 91 days. Because you're adapting it, because you're reviewing it, you get more focus on the things that's actually working and the things that's not working. Perhaps you can tweak some of the things that's not working so that they work better in the second or the third cycle of your 91-day action plan. So the point I want to make here is to realize that you need to become more focused every 91 days. What part of your 91-day plan should be getting more focused the second or the third time around? Alright, so the next point here is to use the example as a guide. So I'm going to take you through the whole example of the whole 91-day plan, how I set my main goal, what I review, what I develop, and so on, so that you can have a proper example as a guide to go and map out your own 91-day goal. The next point is the 91-day plan will help you create SMART goals. So while we are going through this template and while we're going through these examples, I want to show you how to create the SMART goals, because your entire 91-day plan, the template, creates SMART goals for you so that you can reach your goals, so that you can create SMART goals, so that you know what specifically you need to do every single week to reach your goal. Right, so that's really important. So let's get started. All right, here's the example of the main goal. 12-month goal, let's say it's 520,000 Rand that you want to reach in the next 12 months. So the second part of this goal is to grow my turnover by 130,000 Rand every 91 days. So that's basically 10,000 Rand a week. So if you want to grow your turnover or just earn 10,000 Rand a week extra as a turnover, then it's perfectly okay. For me, like I said, I set my goals as growth goals. So I want to grow my business by 10,000 Rand a week. If you just want to make 10,000 Rand a week and not grow your business weekly by that, that's also perfectly fine. But at some point, I want to encourage you to set your goals so that you grow your business by a certain amount. And the reason why that's important, because you are losing, sometimes we are losing clients. So if I lose one client of, let's say, 5,000 Rand for the week, I want to make that up again. So I want to keep on growing by 10,000 and I want to replace the one that I've lost. So then I still go for the growth of my business. So it's just a different way of setting goals, whether you want to use it or not. It's really up to you. The third point is to break it down even more, to say one retainer client is valued at 10,000 Rand. So maybe you're selling a product or a service and that client value is 10,000 Rand per client. Or you can say, I want 2 retainer clients valued at 5,000 Rand. Or you can have 10 products that you need to sell for 1,000 Rand per product. So that means that you need to sell basically 2 products a day for the next, in a weekly cycle, so that you can still get your 10,000 Rand a week. Right. So the smaller product you have, the more you need to sell of the product. So that's just a guideline. You need to go and have a look, see what is the value per customer for your business. And now you start to understand why it's so important to track your customer, the average spend, and how often they buy from you. So now you see how that all integrates with your 91-day plan, right? Right, so the focus from this video is to write down your main goal for the next 91 days. So this is going to be exciting and I'm looking forward to seeing your goals in the Refocus tribe. Right, so in the next video, we're going to go through what is a tract on a 91-day action plan. And looking forward to seeing you in the next video.